Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Emmitsburg Planning Commission meeting. I'm calling the meeting to order for the meeting of September 27th. And we'll start off by giving the pledge to the allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Our first order of business is a review and approval of the minutes of August 30th. Do any of the commissioners have any comments about those minutes? Any additions, corrections? If not, do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the August 30th, 2021 meeting.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of August 30th. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries unanimously. Now we have an opportunity for public comment from anyone in the public. There's no one there. Okay. So we'll move on to our business for this evening. We have one item of old business, and that's a re-review of the site plan for Village Liquors and Plaza Inn. And then after that, we have a new piece of business, the improvement plat for Village Liquors and Plaza Inn. So Zach, up to you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just for those who maybe have not seen, if they're looking on YouTube and didn't watch our last meeting, the proposed project consists of creating a 6,363 square foot liquor store on the first floor and 20 unit hotel on the second and third floors. 42 parking spaces are included. The proposed use of the subject property is consistent with the town of Emmitsburg zoning ordinance and also our comprehensive plan, according to staff. There's our typical timeline. We did meet last month to review, at which the board tabled until this evening. Agency reviews, we received new comments from the planning department. No comments have been received to date from the Vigilant Hose Company. And we also had our engineer re-review. As you can see in your memo, we also received comments from the town's traffic engineer, the traffic group, and they only had 3 quick comments, which I can review if you'd like, Mr. Chairman. Sure. So under the traffic impact analysis, a queuing analysis shall be completed for northbound intersection number 3 due to the close proximity to the southbound US 15 ramp. Provide storage lengths for the signalized intersection, and additional conditions may be required once conditions number 1 and number 2 are addressed. I spoke with our traffic engineer and we're pretty confident that no improvements are going to be required. So we're comfortable this evening conditionally approving the Village Liquors and Plaza Inn site plan. And also we recommend approving a proposed increase in the number of required parking spaces from 41 to 42. And if you'd like, I can go through the conditions. Not a lot of the conditions were met from the previous plan. However, they're simple fixes and we're comfortable getting it approved.
Okay, thank you, Zach. I did have a question. Why is it we're proposing the number of parking spaces to go from 41 to 42?
Just stand up.
Yes, and state your name, please, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes.
The button. Thank you.
My name is Lee Royer. I'm the surveyor engineer on the project. I had the same question you had. We figured it up. It requires 41 spaces. We just, because of the way the parking lot was shaped, we made it 42. So we had an extra.
So I guess,
but I don't know why we were required to have 42.
Why do we have to approve them adding another?
So the codes in the zoning code, it states that in any kind of increase, you have to have approval through the planning commission or decrease.
Okay.
So should I
Okay.
take one away or? I don't know.
I don't think the extra, I really don't think the extra is going to cause any problems.
No, no.
I
It
think extra
it
would
won't
be,
cause any problems. I was just curious as to why all of a sudden now it's required when it really wasn't before. So, okay.
it was required before. It's always been required,
No, 41 was required.
but you want 42.
Whatever. Just a question, that's all.
Yeah, it's a simple thing.
Yeah.
So I can explain that. So in the previous, I don't know if you remember in the previous staff memo, one of our questions was how many employees was in the proposed facilities, and Pradeep got back to me with that. So that's why 41 is required. And they want 42, so we're fine with that.
Okay. So you want one more than what we're requiring? Yeah,
Hmm.
that's right.
Yeah.
No, I'm not asking you to take it away. But I just want some clarification.
It's like a puzzle.
Yeah.
They fit it in.
Mhm.
Okay, so I assume that all the commissioners have read over the conditions. Does anyone have any questions about any conditions?
No, they seem straightforward to me. Nothing jumped out at me.
Okay,
No, I'm good. I'm good.
good.
Sorry, blocking the path there.
Okay, then we have two motions or two suggested motions, and the first motion is to approve the proposed increase in parking spaces. So do I hear a motion for that? Do I hear a second?
Second,
is.
give it to Bernard. Did he say it?
Did you second?
I seconded.
Kevin seconded.
Mark, who initially made the motion?
I'm not sure.
It was Bernard.
Okay, or Bernard made it. All right. Bernard made it and then Kevin seconded.
Yes.
All right, just making sure. Okay. All right, thank
Okay.
you.
So we have a motion and a second to approve the proposed increase in the number of required parking spaces from 41 to 42. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It carries unanimously. And then the second suggested motion is to approve the Village Liquors and Plaza in site plan with the following conditions as outlined in your memo. Do I hear a motion for that? Bernard moved. Do I hear a second?
I'll second the motion.
And a second by Glenn. So we have a motion and a second to approve the Village Liquors and Plaza in site plan with the outlined conditions in the memo. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Carries unanimously. Okay, so the site plan's out of the way. And we'll move on to the new piece of business, the improvement plat for Village Liquors and Plaza Inn.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Same business. This is just the improvement plat. This is the last step they have before the planning commission. And then they can move forward. I know they submitted to the county already, so they're just waiting on that. And then once they receive their approval from the county and meet all of our conditions, then they can apply for their zoning permit. So I'm not sure when you're planning on breaking ground, 2022? Soon as possible. Yeah. Last week, yep. So same thing, timeline, agency reviews. If there are significant changes, if something happens and MDOT, State Highway Administration changes their mind and wants Lee to put in a 6-lane highway, we'll bring it back to you. But other than that, we think everything's fine. So slight conditions easily can be met with administrative approval. So we're recommending approval. And that's it, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Zach. So Commissioner Kevin, do you have some comments?
Yeah, I just have the comment on administrative, section 12. It's calling for inclusion of all of section F of the municipal code. My understanding is we just want a letter of credit. We don't want to require the petitioner to have an escrow account and a million other dollars spent on things. So I'd like to approve that by just adding, it should be code 16.12.040.f.3.
Did you say?
That will
dot
bring it
three?
in, so he just needs to present a letter of credit. He doesn't have to have an escrow account or anything else.
Do all the other commissioners understand what that was about?
Can you explain a little bit more detail? Sorry.
So that section of our municipal code has, let's see, three sections. By calling just in section F and not any of the subsections, we're requiring the petitioner to have an escrow account, different public improvements. The intention was that we only want him to have to present a letter of credit. So by
Okay.
adding that specificity and taking out that he doesn't have to get a letter of credit, he doesn't have to get anything. We just want him to present a letter of credit.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Nice catch there.
Any other comments from commissioners or clarification? Questions? If none, do I hear a motion for approval?
I'll move to conditionally approve the Village Liquors and Plaza Inn improvement plat as presented with modification to section 12.
Okay. We have a motion. To hear a second.
I'll second it.
That was a second by Kevin. So we have a motion and a second to conditionally approve the Village Liquors and Plaza Inn improvement plat with the conditions outlined in the memo and with an amendment to item number 12 to state that it's town code 16.12.040.f.3. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? It carries unanimously. So the improvement plat is approved. Thank you, folks. And-
It's the details. I live in the contract details.
Yeah, just for clarification for that, we never require an escrow. That was our intention, is just missed the three.
Yeah,
Yeah, Zach and I had long conversations to make sure what the intent
Exactly.
was about. That's why I just wanted to get it on the record, because we never do that.
Mhm.
okay. Wish you well with your project.
All right.
Thank you.
Look, all right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clean up the plans. I got this now. And then clean up the improvement plan and we'll get you up. I will. I'll check it out tomorrow. Okay. See you guys.
Thank you.
I know. Okay. So we're moving on to other business. And before I hear from Zach, I just want to remind everyone that tomorrow is the town election and I encourage everyone to get out and cast your vote and participate in this election.
And Mr. Chair, I need to add to that something. Obviously, my seat's not up this year, but when the board reorganizes, don't know if I'll be on the planning commission
Understood.
again. So I enjoyed my time. Hopefully I'll get to work with you guys again, but
Okay.
you never know. So it's been a pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you.
Sounds pretty good, Joe.
Good to have you here.
I think you're going to be on.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't know. You never know.
I think you're a repeater. Yeah.
Once on the planning board, always on the planning board.
So Zach, do you have any?
I'm just-
Yes, thank you. Other business, we will meet on October 25th. And we will review. So the reason why we pulled the improvement plat is our surveyor for the new pump station found that the existing pump station is actually on its own little separate tiny little parcel. So it doesn't meet our setbacks in our zoning ordinance, which the county even had it as one large parcel, which was interesting. So we have to do an addition plat first to add that tiny parcel to the large parcel and then the improvement plat. So we'll bring them all next meeting and that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Zach, question. Do we hang on to this one since we're not doing this tonight? Or
Yes, if you could please hang on to them.
Okay.
They're not going to change at all,
Okay.
but
okay,
we'll give you the additional addition plat.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Cool.
Good point.
Any other business any of the commissioners want to bring up? If not, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll
So
make-
moved.
oh, Joe, there you go.
Hear a second?
I'll second his motion.
We're adjourned.
7:15.
So time is 7:15.